Hi, this is the product management sprint update for sprint ending 4/29. The primary goal for product management this sprint was to first launch new functionality on improving site security through temperature recording and digitizing Enquashi's workforce through a timesheets feature, and then improve the analytics on our platform. The second was to structure the product management processes, and the third goal was to create a product roadmap. In reporting on the progress, I'll start with the last goal first. We started to build out a rolling product roadmap so we can tie in our sprint iterations to a longer vision, and thinking of components that we can build together that meet the current goals towards weekly active user, but also feature capability that we can easily pivot based on what we learn from our customers. Product management processes on the second goal have been defined and documented. We have 6 brainstorming sessions and solutioning meetings during each sprint that build on each other, starting with the list of strategic ideas at the beginning of the sprint and then breaking them down into finer stories as we progress. So by the end of the sprint, we have the right sized sprint stories to pass on to engineering. On our highest priority of launching new features, we missed our target. On digitizing timesheets, all stories in that feature are still in merge. We partially delivered on the temperature recording and fully launched Google Analytics. And so based on that, the lowlights, or as I like to call them, learnings from the sprint was not launching the features that we had set out to achieve during the sprint. The big learning here was finding the right level of iteration and the merging process for the stories. This will be a big portion on our sprint retrospective tomorrow, and we hope to have tangible solution and process changes that we can apply to improve on this going forward. The key accomplishment from the sprint was the process side of product and engineering and how our teams are working together, and really starting to get in sync with the engineering team and providing them more visibility into what's coming in the next sprint, and getting their technical input before we launch the stories in the sprint. So looking forward and defining our goals for the next sprint, I'm really excited about taking small steps to begin building functionalities that have been requested by Enquashi on servicing their clients. First is increasing audience reach and building towards a DoubleGDP CRM with one identity and any resident users to interact with their city from the very first step that they take. For example, looking up a city on Facebook. We are going to do this by launching the enrollment feature to allow registration of all new users on the DoubleGDP platform, and also do a cleanup of all existing users to ensure they have a DoubleGDP ID. We'll also look at a spike to test Facebook sign up integration with at least one person from our team being able to sign up using Facebook to our platform. And this is a capability that we'll vet out further in future sprints. The second key area we will look on are the building blocks of a campaign management system. We are going to launch basic email messaging and build a messaging architecture to allow for flexibility on messaging from multiple admins or multiple channels, and increase the rates of message delivery. This fits with our short-term strategy of driving weekly active users through content, and then the longer-term strategy of providing Enquashi campaign management capabilities that are applicable to both their account management and payments process, but also to their sales and marketing process. Third area is to better service our existing Enquashi clients. We want to provide them with a one-stop shop for Enquashi related information. That's a functionality that has been requested from our client feedback. And then also launch a capability on submitting work requests, a key feature that our CSMs flagged for us after their conversations with the Enquashi team. So by the end of this sprint, we are hoping to have links to Enquashi's ERP through the DoubleGDP platform, and to Enquashi's website and social channels through the platform as well. I'm also very excited about continuing our conversations with the Enquashi team and meeting Kengana tomorrow and exploring the payments and accounts management process, and finding opportunities to help the Enquashi team with that functionality. lastly, I'm going to also start using these sprint updates to record some personal goals as a fun way to engage with our audience. I'm going to start setting weekly sprint targets on how many workouts I've done, pages I've read, and hours I've spent on personal development. So every sprint cycle, I'll have at least 10 workouts, 100 pages read, and 20 hours of personal development, which also includes podcasts. And with that, I'll end our sprint update and look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.